What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another day when I'm recording my live trading session. We're looking at S&P 500 2000 tick chart, and it is Monday, April the 5th in 2021. The volatility seems very slow right now, so I'm hoping the market will pick up since I'm deciding to show you guys my trading. And once again, it is 14:24 in Prague in Europe, and when it comes to Eastern Standard Time, it is 8:24. And Central Standard Time, it is 7:24. So this is for you guys who want to compare your charts to my charts. What is the time difference? So 14:25 on my chart. So the market will open in an hour and 5 minutes, 15:30 my time. So, but the volatility seems slow, so hopefully it will pick up. So am I putting the limit order right here? I'm gonna explain you guys in a minute what I'm thinking about if we get filled, because I want to manage my stop loss and my target profit since I'm using my automated trading strategy. But I'm looking at, we have this trend line working up higher, so the market is in an uptrend. Overall uptrend, overall bias is up. We have a break and a new high, but I look at the daily chart and the bias on daily chart is looking very, very bullish. So in the previous day's price action, you guys can see I don't normally use previous day's price action because I'm a scalper and we are day traders. And we got filled. So I'm gonna put my stop loss one tick below this bar and maintain my runner like this. And there was a nice first entry short, second entry short, failure, high probability setup off the key entry point. But I was kind of, scared to take this trade because we were far away from EMA. But overall bias is so up that this is just the first bounce off the EMA since very early in the morning. This was, how long was this ago? This was 10:30 my time, and right now it is 15:43. So this has been 5 hours. And first touch off the EMA, and EMA acts as a key entry point right here. And this is a, bullish rejection right here. And overall bias is up, and the daily chart, like I said, is looking very, very bullish. So let's see what's gonna happen. All right, and prices are breaking up higher. And what I like also about this trade is this: we have the shortened downtrend working low. We have a tiny little break and a new low at the EMA. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add on right here. I don't normally add on, but let me add on right here because this is such a bullish trend up. And market is looking very strong. We trap few more shorts going selling into the EMA. Let me make it a little bit bigger because the market is making the bar smaller. And as you guys can see, I'm scalping for 10 ticks, so I'm scalping for 2.5 points. And we have our 7 contracts. I added on a set right here with this nice trap because this was a bearish bar and a lot of people went short, and we ticked one tick lower and instantly reversed up higher. And look at this bullish bar, everything is up. We have this break and a new high, so according to price action was the trend should be over like this, but the overall trend is up. And I'm going for 10 ticks, and I'm leaving my one contract as a runner. Unfortunately, I don't really add on that often, so I should have, what I would like is to keep 2 contracts as my runner and 6 contracts to scale out early. But since I don't add on often, this was just a great opportunity. This is one more tick, one lower trap, and we're getting very close to getting our target profit. And we out. And you guys saw how it took some time. Once you start into trading a little bit more contracts, you guys can see it takes quite some time before you get filled into all of these. So I'm going to be playing the runner. I'm using the runner as a anything can happen sort of contract because I'm basically a scalper. So I'm looking for highest probability setups at key entry points. But in case something unexpected happens, we can be rallying up higher for whatever reason. Some hedge fund manager can decide he wants to unload a huge position and he will continue to buy. So I'm going to be managing my runner. And I'm going to show you guys once again what is the current time, because a lot of you guys, as this channel keeps growing, a lot of you guys are trying to compare your charts to my chart. So it is 15:48. The market opened at 15:30 in Prague, Europe. And once again, Central Standard Time, it is 8:48, and EST, Eastern Standard Time, it is 9:48. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of idea what is the time difference, but it is really not that important. If you're trading the same chart as me, it is fairly easy to go back and look where the market opened. The market opened 1530. Where was it? 1530 was somewhere around here at this area. Yeah, these multiple bars right here, market open right here. And market keeps going up higher. I'm having this run. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be trailing before each pivot. As the prices will continue to go higher, if they will be making some sort of swing, some sort of corrections. And one tick below each correction is when I'm going to be playing it. And I'm going to be moving my stop loss higher and higher. So the prices made a new swing, and this is why what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stop loss one tick lower below this swing. And by me doing that, what I'm doing, I'm locking this portion of money to my account. So at this point on, I already made on my run this, because I don't want to leave money on the table and, you know, get everything back, because when I start seeing money in my account, I like taking it. But hopefully you guys understand that adding on is, let's talk about adding on, because I don't recommend for a lot of new people to ever think about adding on. Adding to your already current position can be very risky, and you can have a double loser just like that. So don't ever do it until you have you know, successfully proven you can make consistent profits. But what I like about this trade is we have this downtrend working lower, we have a tiny break and a new low, and the EMA is still holding prices. And I like the bullish rejection, so I went long above this bar, and this was a nice bearish bar, and we made one tick lower and we instantly reversed. It happened very quickly, instantly reversed into this big bullish bar off the EMA. EMA was holding prices here nicely. So this is what, you know, caused me to add on to already this trade. And like I said, I don't normally use previous days price action, but because the Friday was Easter and it was Good Friday holiday, so you can see this was the Friday, so no price action was really traded on Friday. So I'm going to be using you know, occasionally the price action from previous days to kind of gauge what the market could be doing. And there can be some sort of channel working up higher like this. This could be a two-tier channel, but you know, like I said, I don't really normally use, you know, price action from previous days, so I'm not really sure if this is valid. Basically the daily chart looked very bullish, and overall these few days is looking immensely bullish. So this is my reasoning for taking this trade and adding on. And this was a good trade too. This was a high probability trade as well. First entry short, second entry short, and when the market is so bullish, there's not enough room for corrections. So this was off the key entry point, off the trend line, and you're a little bit far away from EMA. So this is what, you know, I was scared of this. You're far away from EMA, so you know, but looking back, you know, I probably should have ended right here because it is according to our rules. But I liked for waiting the safer entry at the EMA and a nice trap rallying up higher. And hopefully this market will continue to go. Let me take a look at the daily chart. So here we are at the daily chart, and look how bullish the bar was. And there's a lot of, you know, the trend is up, you know, that's pretty obvious. And this market is very strong. ES is very strong. It doesn't seem to give up. So I would be you know, for all of you swing traders, I would be buying any deeper pullback for sure, because this market seems to keep going higher and higher, but everything is up. The big bullish bar is up. You know, so this is what prompted me to keep looking for longs today. And right now we have this new swing, but this swing is very close to the swing that I'm already keeping my stop loss. So I don't want to, basically I want to give it a little bit more room because I don't want to tighten it too quickly. But if we break above this bullish bar and we make few ticks higher, I'm probably going to tighten this. Right now we're at $240, so this is not really a good runner yet. But hopefully we can pick up some steam, because just like I said, the trend is heavily bullish. And early on when I started trading, the volatility looked very slow. And when I was doing my pre-market analysis, all I could find was this break and a new low of this downtrend. So this downtrend was over. This was all we had by the bears. And I'm going to tighten my stop loss just a little bit here. And from that point on, prices reverse and continue working up higher. So I was in the mode to only look for market to go long, to buy. And, you know, there should be really nobody should be selling this market right now. but it may look like it may reverse any moment, but just keep buying the pullbacks at the key entry point and you'll do good. And it looks like a runner may get stopped out quickly here, and we got stopped out. It happened fairly quickly. Big bearish bar. Nevertheless, was a quite a good runner. I don't know what we made. We made probably like $200. But just a thought about adding on. Just remember, you want to add on. You want to always add on, but when you're at the key entry point. So when you're at the trend line, support, resistance, or EMA. And basically all the rules of our strategy needs to be met. So we have to have a break and a new low or a new high of the correction. It has to be a second entry, and it has to be, you know, basically a good trap. So you just don't want to add on, you know, blindly. Really all the rules have to be fulfilled, and you really want to add on an additional trap, because there's a lot of traders who went short here directly into this support, and it created another entry trap for me to go long here. So this is the very few occasions where I add on, and I don't like adding on even that much. But since this is an uptrend, when it's a good trend day, the adding on makes sense. I just realized that I didn't pull the recording trigger, and I was talking here to myself, so I entered the trade, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. Once again, we have a new low right here, first entry short, and a second attempt to go lower, and we have this bullish bar. And let me make it a little bit bigger. So I was talking here to myself, but I'm going to repeat it. Once again, this is another setup that looks like it may not be ideal, and that's by design. The market trends, uptrends, you know, trends overall are designed to make counter trend entries very favorable looking, very nicely looking, because they need to trap a lot of people. Look at this nice bearish bar. So many novice traders went short right here, not knowing this is an uptrend. They were short into EMA. This bar, once again, people went short into EMA. And what I'm doing, I'm using their liquidity. They're going to help me to push the market lower, because these people sold, so they have to buy back their orders, and I'm buying with them. And you guys can see we have this trend line, and we have another rejection of the EMA. So prices keeps making higher highs. Every single high is higher than the previous one. Every single low is higher than the previous one. And this is why I re-entered right here. This is a new high, first entry long, a little bit of pullback, second entry long. It is off the key entry point, multiple key entry points running here. But more importantly, I like how a lot of people, probably a lot of novice traders are going short. They're trying to pick tops. They're not waiting for reversal patterns. They're just blindly picking tops for whatever reason, because it looks tempting. Just like this, another entry. Look how tempting this bearish bar looks, and look how horrible this bullish bar looks. That's all by design. The market is designed that way to lure in weak shorts. They're trying to go short way too early, not knowing what they're doing. And they also, want to scare the weak longs, because, there's a lot of traders who will go long and they see a little bit of the pullback correction like this, and they will automatically exit their position. And we got out. And let me make this a little bit bigger right here. You guys can see prices are rallying up higher big time, and I'm going to be playing the runner the same way. This is going to be my last trade, because I added on right here. So I made 7 contracts right here, 3 contracts right here. So this is 10 contracts times 10 ticks. So this is 100 ticks, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's gotta make sense. 100 ticks. And plus I made 1 contract as a runner and 1 contract I'm going to be holding right here. But really observe the market. You have to pay attention that every single time prices try to close below EMA, every single time there was a huge rejection of the EMA and prices reversed higher instantly. It didn't took much. It happened very quickly. Each high is higher than the previous one. Each low is higher than the previous one. There's a huge uptrend in play, and you are making these bars, small little bars. The market just keep rallying up higher, keep rallying up higher. I'm going to trail my target profit right here. And how long did it take? I started trading. I started trading right at the open, or even before the open. I actually started recording somewhere around here. But I put my first trade right here, 1540 something, and so this is 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and I already made a good money. So, you know, just shows you that this can be done if you're just smart. Just don't get trapped into these very tempting tops, these counter trend entries, because they're designed that way. They're looking very tempting, and the with trend pullbacks are looking sketchy. That's all by design, and they would just want to trap shorts easily, because I guarantee you there's some traders were looking at this. Some traders were looking at this and they look, oh, look at, see, there's a resistance form. We have a double top right here. Let me go short, not realizing we're in a huge uptrend. We cannot close even below the EMA once, and they went short way too early. You know, we just have to take the advantage of these people. It's sad, but and I'm rambling on. Yeah, okay. And by the way, I keep zooming out like this because this is my main zooming settings that I trade every day. So this is what I want to see when I'm trading. I'm the most used to this. And the runner still keeps going up higher and higher. And we are at $300 in profits right now. So it is also, once again, very tempting to take this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold the runner in case, because this is looking very strong. It's a little bit of a shame that we got stopped out right here at this swing, but because we still would have been holding a runner, but it allowed us to re-enter right here, because once I'm holding a runner, I'm not adding on when I'm in the middle of runner. I'm only going to add on when I'm still in the first scalp portion, when there is a still additional trap to my first entry, to my first original entry, there's one more trap. And you guys can see I could have entered right here, because this, once again, this was a breakout pullback setup of the key entry points, 2 key entry points of the EMA and the trend line. But I already added on once, so I don't really want to push the luck, because adding on can be very risky and I don't want to give back my money. So you could say I was trading it with fear a little bit here, which is the cardinal sin of trading with fear. But I think I did good that I stuck to my guns and just holding this one position. And we are finding support on this upper trend line, and it looks like it may be valid, because you guys can see there's some resistance happening right here. And yeah, hopefully the market keeps going up higher and higher. Let me make the target a little bit bigger. All right, prices are making a new swing. We are having a rejection of prices from this higher upper trend line, and it's looking fairly bearish. So I'm going to bend my rules here and not going to move it below this swing. I'm going to give it a little bit more room. Hopefully I'm not too greedy here. Or you know what, I'm gonna stick to my rules. This could be like 250 bucks. I just feel like, the bearish pullback here is very imminent, and we really may go down here to this lower trend line. There is not much chance to keep working up higher. But this is already like $300, $250, so this would be a nice bonus added. So let's see what's gonna happen. But it looks like we may get stopped out here. The upper trend line is holding, and we didn't break higher. So this is just probably going to be a calm, steep, healthy trend, because the healthiest trends are the 45 degrees angle. You never can go up straight up like this 90-degree angle. It always have to be, a little bit shallow. The 45-degree angle trend, something like this. That's the healthiest thing, healthiest trends. So let's see, we're getting very close to getting stopped out here. These are the trades, 2 trades right here, 1 trade right here. I've been using limit order on all trades, and limit order is working nicely when the market is trending like this, because the bars are just small little bars and they are having a lot of stems. So it's not like when you're trading ranges and you just have a traps at the tops or at the lows, and the big bars market keeps instantly going up higher because it's a trap. Here, when the market is so slow, like I already mentioned plenty of times, they need to lure in those shorts, and the bullish bars are going to have a lot of stems. So it's much safer to trade using limit orders on the day like this. And nothing really much else to say. This has been pretty fantastic day overall right now. I haven't had such a good day, quick and easy day in quite some time. It's probably because of the adding on, but the price action today is looking very simple. And I hope none of you who are watching, you're ever shorting a market like this. All right, and prices are breaking up higher, which is a good sign for us. This would be great if we caught a big runner right here. And I'm going to show you guys one last time the current time, 16:33, and you guys can see 16:33 on my chart, and that's what is this, EST, 10:31 Eastern Standard Time, and Central Standard Time is 9:31. So these are the times, and this is really fabulous day. There was a two-legged entry, first entry long, second entry long, but you know, no way I'm gonna enter when we are far away from EMA and the trend line. But it looks like we already made the scalp portion. So just these two-legged pullback, these second entry longs are so powerful in an uptrend that even when we are not at the key entry point, you guys can see already another additional trade would have worked. But you know, I want to show you guys how to find the highest probability trades. This had a big chance of failing, even though it is a second entry long. And look at this, we keep going up higher, and just, you know, for some of you who are struggling, you know, it doesn't take much. It just takes one day like this to make a lot of money, to, you know, make a few losing days back. So keep working. This is a skill just like any other trade. You know, you wouldn't expect to get to MBA after 1 or 2 years of trading. You know, anybody who wants to play an MBA, it requires skill and hard work and a lot of time, and trading is no different. You need to be studying your charts. You need to be working on your mental aspect. Be, you know, trading without fear or any emotions or greed. But just shows you guys that, you know, it can really be done if you just find the key entry points and wait for the high probability setups. This is not that hard. It, you know, and this, honestly, you know, it took like an hour and a half, and you can make a month's worth of salary, you know, of an average person in one day. So, you know, just shows you that this is doable. And, you know, honestly, this is the best job that I can imagine, because I can wake up whenever I want to. I don't have to listen to nobody. I don't have to listen to some boss that's annoying me. I'm my own boss. I don't have to deal with people. I can be locked inside my office, you know, watch movies and trade while I'm doing this. You know, this is ideal job. So don't give up on this, because I get few traders. I get traders who are struggling a little bit, but you know, they've been trading for 3 months, and they're asking me that they cannot be consistently profitable. I'm telling everybody, the first 1 or 2 years, you're just tipping your toes in the water. You're just gonna, I mean, the first year specifically. The second year, you can start getting this. The second year, if you're mentally ready. If you're mentally ready, after 2 years, you can make consistent profits. But you know, a lot of traders, they are good on sim and they then go live, but they completely start panicking. They're watching the market and they're doing the analysis and it works, but they're not placing their trades. So every time they're not placing their trades and they're just thinking, oh, market might go long here, market might go long here, it's doing exact thing. But the next time they put in the order in the market, it fails. That's just the market is set up. And you have to trade without fear. You have to be completely emotionless, and you have to be willing to lose the money, honestly. You know, every single dollar you put into your trading account, you have to be willing losing. So a trader asked me, what's the best starting capital? For trading the ES, I would start with $1,500 or $1,000. But you know, now you have the option to start trading micro ES, so which is even better. You can really learn to trade without fear because you're just trading 1 or 2 contracts, and that's, you know, you will learn a lot about your psyche. But you have to be willing to lose your capital, so don't put like $5,000 or $10,000 when you first go live. You really have to be willing to lose it all, and unless you're crazy rich, losing $10,000 on your first account is going to be rather unfortunate and nerve-wracking. So I'm gonna pause the market and let you guys see what happened with our run. But I'm already attempting to take this. Look at this. I'm probably just gonna exit this. You know, this is $500 to finish off my day already. We'll see. And this shows you guys how the reversal entries, how the counter trading is very tempting, because I was certain that we were going to reverse right here, and once again that one little pullback, once again a trap, and we trapped all the shorts. So even after my rant here, how you should not be picking tops, you know, it even lured me. I was thinking that, you know, the uptrend is over now and it's time for correction, but that's exactly how market works. No, it's not going to reverse on the dime, even though it looks like it may reverse every single time, and traders keep picking the tops, they keep picking the tops, and they're focusing on the wrong thing. They should be focusing on every single pullback to go long. And what's worst is when the trader is holding his short and he keeps moving his stop loss higher and higher, and he is focusing, instead of focusing on the upticks, he's focusing on the downticks, because every single downtick is releasing him of his pain. That's a relief, because oh the market may reverse now. Oh, the market may go back to my position and I'll get out at break even. So he's putting extraordinary significance to the downticks, and he's not focusing on the upticks. That's what he should be doing. If the trader is moving his stop loss higher and higher and he's holding short here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move my stop loss one tick lower right here. I'm gonna secure my $450 because the runner is a freebie. That's a good bonus, and to add like $450 to already good day would be fantastic. We may get stopped out of here quickly, but I'm okay with this. We can also keep going up higher and higher. And to no surprise, market keeps working up higher, and I'm gonna move my target profit right here. This would be $600. Fantastic. This would be probably one of my better days, or even my best day. Definitely best day of 2021. Come on, just get us out of here. We're bouncing off my exit order, but unfortunately it's not enough. It's not enough. We need to dig through the order to get me filled. And we're starting to get far away from EMA, and I really, even though it looks like it may reverse and it's not, I really think we're not gonna stay away from EMA for a long time. So, and we got out. So you guys can see my trades. I'm gonna wrap it up. So hopefully you guys learned something new today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you made it to this very end of the video, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it, and subscribe for more if you're interested to learn about day trading. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.